Hello, Paso, and welcome to another edition of Fact Friday. I'm your host, Martin Padilla. June is National Pet Preparedness Month, and joining us on this edition to give us some tips is Julieanne Newbold, Public Affairs Coordinator with the El Paso Animal Services Department. Julieanne, thank you so much for joining us. Tell us, what is one of the most important things a pet owner should consider when having a pet?
So definitely the most important things are making sure that your pets are vaccinated, microchipped, and spayed or neutered. Just helps prevent them from catching any illness, disease, from having any unwanted litters, and to just give them a safety net in case they ever become lost.
What should a pet owner have in a pet emergency preparedness kit?
So the main things you want to make sure that your pet has in case of an emergency is a 2-week supply of food, water, medications, as well as any heartworm, flea, and tick prevention. To take a couple extra measures, you can also make sure you have their paperwork, such as their medical history, their microchip information, as well as your contact information.
What can a pet owner do if they ever fall ill or are injured?
So making sure ahead of time, if you're a pet owner, that you have a plan in case you ever become ill or injured is very important. You can speak to some family members or friends ahead of time to just ask them if they can take care of your pet in case you ever go through a hardship. You can also contact our community and pet support team in case you're needing any resources such as food, litter, any other items you might need. You can just email them at pethelpline@elpasotexas.gov.
As the temperature in El Paso rises, what tips do you have to keep your pet feeling fresh and cool?
So with these extreme temperatures, your pets can overheat very easily. Always make sure that they have access to shade and fresh and cool water when they're outdoors. Also, don't ever leave them inside of a vehicle either. Even if it's cracked open a little bit or if it's under the shade, it can get hot in a matter of minutes, which can create a very dangerous situation for your pets. Also, avoid walking them during the hot hours of the day. Instead, try walking them during the morning or in the evening hours just to avoid burning their paws.
What can people do if they see an animal in distress?
If you see an animal in distress, please call 311 and provide as much information as possible, including your contact information in case an animal protection officer needs to get a hold of you. If you see any animal in immediate danger, you can also call 911.
Where can residents find more information?
For more information, you can visit our website at elpasoanimalservices.org, or you can also follow us on our social media channels.
Well, that does it on this edition of Fact Friday. Julieanne, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you all for watching. As Julieanne mentioned, you can find all this information and more by visiting elpasoanimalservices.org or by checking out their social media pages. We'll see you all on the next Fact Friday.